Okay, we are going to try and do some of these problems. I'm going to start with problem 27 from here. That is sine of x over 1 minus secant squared. Sorry that I'm not a little bit more on this. Sine of x over 1 minus secant squared of x. Hopefully that's a verify. Let's find out in a second. Negative cotangent cosine. So two people asked me for this one, so I figured I could do it. Looks like the left side's more complicated. I hate when we have two terms in the bottom of a fraction. So I'm going to try to find a trig identity that will get rid of that. So secant would happen if I divide by cosine. So that means that tangent squared plus 1 equals secant squared of x. And if we wanted 1 minus secant squared of x, that equals negative tangent squared of x. That's a negative tangent, sorry. So this is negative tangent squared of x. This is still sine of x. What could we do? Well, we actually, there's a few things we could do here. We could change the sines and cosines. We could work on the other side. I guess what might work is changing the sines and cosines. So it'd be negative sine squared x over cosine squared of x. Make this a big fraction. We can do this. We can do sine of x kind of over 1 times cosine of x over sine squared of x. Oops, cosine squared of x over sine squared of x. So let's make sure we did that, and we have a negative sign as well. So we cancel one of the signs out. I'm just going to get rid of the squared. That gives us negative cotangent cosine. So that is number 27. So now I was asked to do, I think the ones with the stars and the ones without the stars. Looks like 34 and 35 are going to be similar type of problems. So let me try to do 34 and or 35. I don't know which one's worse, but we can find out in a second. Let's see. 34, 35. Yeah, they're both pretty similar. So let's just go with 34. So that's cosecant squared of x. Cosecant squared of x equals 2 cotangent of x. And we want to solve it on pi to 2 pi. This is just a rough recording because some people asked for it. So what I do when I see mismatch trig functions that don't match, I got to somehow get rid of this. And the one that's easier to get rid of is the cosecant. So we divide by sine to get cosecant, or sine squared rather. So we'll have 1 plus cotangent squared equals cosecant squared. So I can just change this out to 1 plus, so sorry about that. Yeah. My kids are getting ready for bed, but of course they want to stay up later and all that good stuff, so bear with us. Hopefully you can hear me louder than them crying and complaining. Okay, so once you get into the same function, so this is obviously the key to this problem, and the key to many, many problems is to go through this process to know how to rearrange this and get rid of something squared. So now that we've done that, we can basically factor this into cotangent of x, negative 1, negative 1. We should be good. Now we can just set cotangent of x equal to 1 because we're setting to 0. And I guess that means that even tangent of x is equal to 1. I don't know if that's helpful, because if you flip 1, you get 1, right? And we're trying to solve it on, what, pi to 2 pi? So pi to 2 pi is going to be here and here, but it's all students take calculus, so it's not here. And obviously this is not it either. So it's just going to be this guy. So I guess it's going to be x equals 5 pi over 4. Hopefully that's the right answer. So there's one. There's 2 questions. Let's do one more, just because I want to make sure that I answer 2 of each person's question. So that would be a good start. So I think we did 34. So it looks like I could do 33, 38, or 2. It seems that maybe, let's see if 33 or 38 is a different topic. So 33 is the same topic. 38 is the same topic. 38 looks kind of rough, but I think that's done with a calculator. So if you are stuck on that, you basically just want to put this into a calculator and solve it. I think I said solve 38 with a calculator. I could be mistaken. So now you should be in pretty good shape to solve 35 if you can solve 34. I'm hoping. And the other one was going to be either 26. Okay, 26. I think a lot of people would be concerned about this one. But what happens is if you use the sum and difference formula, which you don't need to memorize for 2025 A or G block, you don't need to, you do the formula for this, you then do the formula for this, you do the formula for this, you do the formula for this, you get a lot of cancellation. And it actually, you might be closer than you think on number 26. So just something to think about. So I want to do 2 because I think that's like a pretty bizarre type of problem. You can solve it with triangles or without. I think that solving it with triangles might be easier, but it's kind of designed to be without. So let's just copy paste it, see how it goes. Okay. Question 2. All right, so we get this problem. Find tangent if secant is this and sine is this. So I see that I have tangent. This is a reciprocal, so I'm immediately going to change this to cosine of theta equals -5/9, right? Okay. We now know that this actually isn't so bad. We know that tangent of theta is going to be sine over cosine. So great news for you. We can just plug in this for sine. Yeah, I mean, it's a mess, but at least it's just algebra. And then we can just plug in this for cosine. And we can remember that we're dividing these fractions. So we'll have 2√14 over 9 times 9 over -5. So we'll have 2√14 or -2√14 over 5. And that should be tangent. So I'm hoping that went pretty well. Just for a second, I may try and go and see if I can. Maybe I'll just pause and make sure I have the answers right. So just bear with me here as we do this. Oops, I don't have pause set up on this thing, which is pretty annoying. So I literally don't know the button to press to get pause. So, I mean, if an answer is, if I did make any mistakes or anything, please leave a comment, and I will leave a comment if I notice them. So I'll stop the video here. Hope that was a good start. And if you need anything else, we're talking, this is my 2025 class I'm talking to specifically, please do reach out.